We were listening to, of course, that hearing together. Your main takeaway right now is that Parliament should reopen tomorrow, and what comes next?
Well, absolutely, Parliament should reconvene because it was shut down unlawfully. It's an extraordinary thing to happen in a great, mature democracy like the UK. I'm really embarrassed, not just as the Shadow Attorney General and as a lawyer, but just as a person in Britain, to have Boris Johnson representing us at the United Nations. He's an embarrassment. You know, whether people voted to leave or remain. In our referendum 3 years ago, this case was about shutting down Parliament, and he did it unlawfully. That is the behaviour of a tin pot dictator, not appropriate behaviour for a Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. So his position is very tenable, to say the least. If he had a shred of honour, he would probably have resigned by now. Maybe he wants to do that at the General Assembly of the United Nations. But anyway, extraordinary times, but a very powerful judgment from our Supreme Court today.
If Prime Minister Johnson calls for an election, will Labour support it?
I'm so sorry, I couldn't hear you.
The question was, if Prime Minister Johnson calls for an election when Parliament reopens, will the Labour Party support it?
We definitely want a general election, but the priority in the hours and days ahead is to make sure that during an election campaign we don't crash out of the European Union without a deal, without a relationship with our closest neighbours. That has been the priority in the national interest. But as soon as that is locked down, and that could be that could be done in days or weeks, then obviously we want that general election, yes.